Welcome back to episode 4 of the Content Bag. I'm Joy, I'm your host and your new content bestie. On this podcast, we focus on combining education and real life topics to teach influencers and content creators how to monetize all of their social media platforms with having less than 10,000 followers. Yes, a lot of times people think the only way to monetize is by having the minimum follower count or some people feel like they even have to have 1 million followers. That's not true at all. You can have as little as, I only have 1,300 followers on Instagram and I make money off of social media. So on our last few episodes, we talked about the benefits of affiliate marketing, prioritizing wellness so that you can put your best foot forward every day, and also the importance of knowing your audience, because if you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know what to say. So that's that. On this episode, we're gonna go ahead first and get into something educational, but that's real life, and that is the trap of consumerism, which is the holiday season. I know you're like, how do you feel like the holiday season is a trap for consumerism and you're a TikTok affiliate? I know this and I'm self-aware of this, but I have this. I have my right hand extending out to you. You can't see me, so I have to describe it to you. I have my hand out, palm facing up. That is because I want you to give me your hand. Set it into my palm, and then I'm going to close it, and I'm going to grasp it firmly, securely, but lovingly, and tell you this. November to March is not time to lay back, lay up. Whatever you do, it is not time for that. November through March is for growth, because I want you to do this. I want you to think of whatever goals you have been having in your head. It's November 28th. You've been having some goals because you know it's the end of the year. And I want you to ask yourself and visualize everything down to like what you may look like, who you're around, what is your eyes seeing, what are you feeling? And think about this. What would your April 1st, 2025 look like if you gave 100% to these goals for the next 4 months? What would it look like? Would it look different than today? I'm sure it would, in a positive way. 4 months of consistency can put you so forward. And I am on this challenge too, because I'm someone who has seasonal depression or seasonal affective disorder. When it gets cloudy and dark outside, we start to feel sad. When it gets cloudy and dark outside, we feel unmotivated. We want to match the weather. And we say also, like, I don't get into politics on here, but I will say, like, it's been a hard year for a lot of people. But again, we talked on the last podcast, we don't bask in our misfortunes and things like that, because it takes us into a mode that we're not able to go up and go get it. But I will say this. We've had a hard 2024 as Americans, and the 2024 been so hard. I don't even know what. Okay, we're not gonna say that, because you're gonna be like, oh, you don't know what's going on the side of the world. That should probably be edited out, but we keep it real and raw and unfiltered on here. I said all of that to say that it's been a hard year, and who wants to lock in for the next 4 months for real? Like, we do, but like we really don't. We really just want to chill. Like, we really just want to chill for the winter months and pick it back up in the Chinese New Year. Cool. No. And wrong. Because let's go back to that exercise I had y'all just do. That April 1st version of you who had locked in or got your stuff together, that's a new version of you. But I didn't ask you to visualize yourself not locking in, because you already know that version of yourself who's not locked in. You already know the version of yourself who has not locked in for a consistent amount of time. You already know that, and you already see it. You already have experienced that. So that's why I asked you to visualize the other side. Because to reach that visualization, you have to have a realistic goal. And realistic goals require, any goal is realistic if you are able to combine your faith and work with it. You can, I'm not even going to say you're at 0 followers right now. I'm going to say you're contemplating starting a whole new page and you feel like it's impossible. It's not. But as we talked about in the last episode, it takes those tiny but mighty steps. So I'll leave this segment with saying, winter, here at the Content Bag, we are not hibernating this winter. We are not procrastinating. We're creating. We are having a creative winter. And I've never heard that term be used. Creative winter. And I love that for me. I love that for us. On this segment, we like to call this the gem drop, where we're dropping gems. We're dropping useful tips that helps your creator journey right now, today. My gem of the day is to utilize scheduling apps. I'm going to tell you something. If you don't know, the best time to post your content is 7 to 8 p.m. at night or 5 to 9 a.m. in the daytime. And I'm going to just be 100% real with y'all. I don't be doing 5 to 9 a.m. because I don't necessarily be up at that time. But if you're not up at the time, that's no excuse. You know why? Because it's something called a scheduling app. You can almost each app nowadays, they let you schedule on their platform, like Twitter and Instagram. They let you schedule, meaning you post your picture, you post your caption, you post your hashtags and the music and everything. The post is put together, but you put it on your desk later for the next day, the next hour. So, but if you want a platform that you don't have to individually schedule, I would recommend Hootsuite. Hootsuite is so good. I have heard creators say that the engagement on Hootsuite, when you put your pictures and videos on there, it is not as organic as if you did it individually. Now, this is what some people say, but I know Hootsuite is used by millions of people, and it's also such a convenient thing because I'll let y'all know, I have 4 different social media pages that I run, and that's just my own ventures. I'm also a social media manager. So all of these different pages, and all of these pages have an Instagram, a TikTok, a Facebook, a Threads. I have one YouTube, but I'm expanding my YouTube as well. I'm gonna let y'all know, you'll digitally run yourself ragged trying to schedule all of these things on these different. You'll run yourself ragged, and I'm gonna let y'all know something too. Posting, just not even the filming, but posting is draining. Just trying to edit it in the individual app, trying to come up with a caption, trying to come up with the tags, trying to see what the music is going to be. That part is actually like my least favorite of content creation. What's y'all's? Because let me know what's y'all's least favorite part of content creating. Because I can't be like, oh my god, I love every aspect of content creating. Every aspect of content creating is so fun. No, I hate editing. I also hate editing on a lot of these different apps, even though it's easier because the buttons are closer to each other. But y'all good sis be just contemplating turning off her phone. When I'm editing on TikTok and I accidentally press too many buttons too fast and the app go away and all of my editing is done, or it's basically back to the start, that had me contemplating like, oh no. But each time something like that happens, like an app will crash, because they like to try to make it seem like, oh my god, everything's so advanced. these apps crash. Netflix, one of the biggest media companies in the universe, their page had crashed because during the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, they were not prepared for that many numbers. I don't know the full numbers of the Paul and Tyson fight, but I know it was enough to crash Netflix, who pay their software developers $100,000 a year or more to work there. So if your content is not doing what you think it should do, I suggest not just analyzing it, but also adding another pillar. Not just another pillar to the content, but another pillar to yourself. When you're organized, your content is organized. When you're consistent, your content is consistent. Because imagine, like, okay, it's a person who gets a decent amount of views, but they're actually organized and consistent. They're organized and consistent, which if you work behind the scenes in, social media marketing in general, like, I'll say social media because I feel like marketing is more organized, but you'll notice like organization is very hard to find when working with people, different organizations, period, just actual organization. And organization does take time, but a lot of times we overlook, like, oh my God, why is this? Because we're not organized. There's no system. Y'all will hear me talk a lot probably about systems, because I learned at an early age, like, it's a person that I know, like, they're so, like, not just clean, but like they're so organized and on time and just all of these things. And I realized, like, it's not because they're just like, oh my God, they just have like a different brain or anything. It's because they rely on systems. Say for instance, if they put something down, they're putting that item down in the same place. They're not, there's no, oh my God, I thought I'll put it here, da da da. And no, they set up a system. So it's important to focus on what content you want to do, becoming a better speaker, a better storyteller, all of these things. But in real life, when you get your organization together, that's you getting your business together. And talking to these brands and stuff, that's the difference between someone who is, calling themselves a content creator and actually someone who is about their business. I leave y'all with this, okay? I leave y'all with that. Be about your business going into the new year. All of the episodes that y'all will hear from me, we're standing on business and we are preparing for this new year. But we're preparing for this new year before December 31st. I have told y'all before, I need practice, and so do you probably, okay? So I'm gone. I'm about to enjoy my Thanksgiving, and I hope y'all enjoy it too. Happy Thanksgiving from the Content Bag, from me to all of y'all.